Hi students, let us learn the most integral part of grammar, that is tenses. Verb tenses denote time and they are divided into three types, that is the present, past or the future tense. Tenses are mainly of three types. Let us read about it. Present tense denotes a verb that refers to an action happening at that moment, whereas past tense denotes a verb that refers to an action that has already taken place, while future tense denotes a verb that refers to an action that will take place later. So let us concentrate on present tense. It is used to denote an action that are taking place right now, and they are further divided into simple present tense, present continuous tense, present perfect tense and present perfect continuous tense. Let's do a deeper study about it. Simple present tense in the positive form. The rule of forming a sentence in the singular form is subject plus verb. In this subject, we can use the pronouns as I, you, we or they. Here in this sentence, the verb remains the same and doesn't undergo any changes. Whereas in the plural sentence, the subject, which are he, she and it, the verb will undergo a change. If the verb ends with the alphabet O, CH, SH, S, X or Z, then a suffix will be added. For example, S, ES or IES. So let's look at the examples. In a singular form, the sentence would be I do my work, where I stands for the subject and do stands for the verb. Whereas in the plural form, the sentence is she does her work, where she is the subject and does is the verb. That is, the verb do has been added with the suffix es. Simple present tense in the negative form. The rule to form a sentence is subject plus do or does plus not, which indicates the negative form, plus the verb. For example, I don't tell lies. Here I is the subject, which is added with do plus the verb not, and the short form of do plus not is don't. Tell is the verb and lies is the action done by it. Similarly, if it is in the plural form, we see the sentence as she doesn't tell lies, where she is the subject. We use the word does plus not. We use a short form of it as does not and then add the verb to it. Simple present tense in the interrogative form. Interrogative means asking questions. So the rule is the question word plus do, does, plus the subject plus the verb. The question words are the WH words who, why, when, where and likewise. So let's go through some examples. When do I play cricket? When is the question word plus the word do is added. The subject is I and play is the verb. Similarly, let's look at the other examples. Where does he play cricket? And when do they play cricket? So we have added do and does plus the subject to fill the sentence in an interrogative form. Now let's just summarize the positive, negative and the interrogative sentences in simple present tense by looking at these examples. Here you can see with I, we, you and they, we use the verb sing. Whereas if we use the pronouns as he, she and it, the verb will undergo a change where the word sing is added with the prefix s. So the word becomes sings in the positive form. In the negative form, for the pronouns he, she and it, we have to add do or does plus not plus the verb. So he doesn't sing, she doesn't sing, it doesn't sing. Whereas in the pronouns like I, we, they and you, we use the word do plus not and the verb. So the sentence would be I don't sing, we don't sing, they don't sing and you don't sing. Let's look at the interrogative one. Here we have to add the word does or do and we have to end the sentence with the question marks. So, does he sing, does she sing or does it sing? Whereas in the pronouns such as I, you, we and they, we use the word do to complete the sentence. Do I sing? Do you sing? Do we sing? And do they sing? Let's look at some more uses of the simple present tense. They are used as a habit or repeated action. For example, I exercise daily. He goes for morning walk every day. Next is universal truth. The sun rises in the east. Honey is sweet. And sometimes it is used in proverbs like all is well that ends well. A friend in need is a friend indeed. The next category is present continuous tense, which denotes an action taking place at the time of speaking. Here, the rule is subject plus am, is or are plus the ing form of verb. So let's look at the examples. I am baking a cake. Ayan is climbing the mountain. The cattle are grazing. Accordingly, the verb changes plus the ing form of verb. Here also we have the positive, negative and the interrogative form. For I, you, we and they, we use the verb, helping verb as am or are. Whereas for the pronouns like he, she and it, we use is in the positive form of sentence. Whereas in negative, we have to use the word not. So for pronouns like he, you and she, we use is not eating. Whereas for the pronoun I, we use the helping verb as am. I am not eating. And if it is in an interrogative form, we use the sentence as is he eating? Are you eating? Where are they eating? We can use the WH form of words. Present perfect tense denotes an action that has just got completed. Here the rule is subject plus either has or have, which are helping verbs, plus the past participle form of verb, where the word decide is added with an alphabet D, decided, to form the past tense. Finish is added with the prefix ed. Lost is the prefix T is added instead of LOSE, and choose becomes chosen. And here you can see how the positive, negative and the interrogative questions undergo the changes. as per the pronouns. Present perfect continuous tense denotes something that has started in the past and still continues in the present. Here, the subject is added with has or have plus been plus the ing form. And here are few examples of these sentences. So let's have a quick recap. Present tense on which we are concentrating is divided into 4 categories, that is simple present tense, present continuous, present perfect and present perfect continuous. Simple present tense is used with subject plus verb, whereas in the continuous tense we add the subject plus verb plus the ing form of verb. In the present perfect tense, we use subject plus verb plus has or have plus the past participle form of verb. And in the present perfect continuous tense, we add subject plus verb plus has or have plus the word been and the ing form of verb to complete it. Thank you, children.